Coming up on today's episode, we're recapping Thursday Night Football between the Bills and Dolphins. And yes, it happened again. Tua Tagovailoa, concussion. Get into the ramifications of it and if he should retire, if this is really it for Tua on the Miami Dolphins. All that coming up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sports Talk from the Crib. I'm your host, Tanner Christian. Coming up on today's episode, we're recapping everything that happened on Thursday night between the Bills and Dolphins. Big game, prime time, on Amazon Prime. But unfortunately, there's some sad news and that came from the game. We're getting into the Tua Tagovailoa. He suffered another concussion. It's very unfortunate. We're getting all the details about that. And at first, if you're new, episodes are airing every Tuesday and Friday. It's available on all streaming platforms, as well on the website, sportstalkfromthecrib.com. You stream the podcast on there as well. And check us out on social media. We're at Feel the Heat Entertainment. It's Feel the Heat ENT on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and X. So give us a follow-up on there. Okay, so Thursday Night Football. Everybody's excited in Miami. Big-time matchup. Bills, Dolphins, wearing the throwback uniforms. Something we all love in Miami that we want to keep permanent, and we keep, protesting for it to be permanent, gardening signatures and all that stuff. It's gone on for a few years, and but anyways, the Bills owned Miami last night. Big win, 31-10. James Cook was a big story for Buffalo. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half alone. He had 1 receiving and 2 rushing touchdowns. Josh Allen didn't throw for much. Keon Coleman, the rookie, didn't even catch a pass. But they still come out with a big victory. Tua was 145 passing yards, 1 TD, 3 interceptions. That includes a pick 6 that happened during the game. But the story of the game, once again, scary moment. Tua Tagovailoa, you're down 21 points. You're trying to make something happen. The football instinct kicked in. You try to run for that first down, got it. Took a hit, concussion. Now, I would say this. The hit really didn't look that bad. It looked like a kind of a routine hit. Ironically, it was from Hamlin. The Bills that, for that heart, he almost he was basically out on the field, DeMar Hamlin. And he was the one that made the tackle. Wasn't a very hard hit. Nothing malicious on his part. It was just Tua. We were scared it was going to happen. Last year, it didn't happen at all. During the whole season, he was healthy. But in the back of our minds, we're like, scared it may happen again. And here we go. Because last year, he got down quick. All these jiu-jitsu moves that he'd been practicing, his weight fluctuating and, getting to the right weight that he could be like he wanted to play at, that the coaching staff was on board with and everything, just trying to help him not take those hits, try to help him see them coming, be able to get down, protect yourself, slide, whatever. And it just seems like he just can't help it. Like I said, last year he was healthy the whole entire year. But we knew he wasn't going for those first downs. He wasn't rushing outside the pocket. He wasn't extending plays, and then he was playing horribly this whole entire game, again, against a winning team. So you're thinking he always 1-6 against winning teams last year. Here we are again. Can't beat Josh Allen. Can't beat the guys in your own division. We're talking always, a lot of hope is up in Miami. Got into the playoffs last 2 years. Hoping this year by extending Tua, extending Tyreek Hill, signing Mike McDaniel to extension. They extended Waddle. They got the whole group offense. They're ready to go, and then this happens. It's very unfortunate. I've not been the biggest Tua fan because of instances that happened in the first half of the game. Seems to come off that read. Big X and O's guys, understands the game, but it's more than that. And to see him again on the field. This is his, fourth concussion now in the last 5 years. Started at Alabama in 2019. Fourth diagnosed concussion. I think he's had maybe more since being in the NFL. Remember 2022 was a scary one twice, like the whole hands things, arms, and it happened again last night where it's one thing you get your bell rung, but when you see the arms and the hands go different ways, like it's scary. It's scary. It's not a sight you want to see. And it happened again on primetime football for everybody to see. And it's very hard to watch, honestly. Like, I feel for this guy. I know he wants to play. I know he wants to prove everybody wrong. He's come out in recent weeks talking about how Mike McDaniels embraced him so much as a head coach. He's way better than Brian Flores did. Brian Flores went him out, say he wasn't nothing. He's out to prove. Mike McDaniels, this entire organization has put Tua under their arms, man, and really try to make him comfortable, get him weapons, get him understanding, and want him to feel good in being a Miami Dolphins quarterback, and they've done that. It's just unfortunate that this concussions, it's serious. And I know football players have been like, especially the old school football players, hey, we got our bells wrong. We didn't tell anybody we got concussion. But it's just different now. You know, it's getting a lot more serious. A lot of, with the CTE thing, studies, and you're even seeing kind of recent players hang up because this is too much. I think, let's see, who's recent? Maybe Carolina Panthers linebacker Luke Kuechly. He's a recent one in the last, maybe when he retired 3-4 years ago. Where maybe he had some scary instances on the field, and that one where he was like really just crying. He got his bell rung. He had a lot of concussions during his short career, and unfortunately, he hung it up early. But he's one of the recent players I could think of off the top of my head that has been in the kind of same situation, multiple concussions in a short period of time. You gotta look out for your health. Now let's kind of take it back to a football standpoint, from an organization standpoint, maybe I should say, for the Miami Dolphins. They just signed him to a 4-year, $212.4 million deal. Just a few weeks ago. If you think about me personally, if I was Tua, I would hang it up. Let's just get that out there before I start this one topic about the organization, what they should do, the ramifications from it. If I'm Tua, I got my money. I got paid. I know I love this game. It's going to be hard for me not to play anymore, but I'm thinking about my health. And if I'm in Tua's shoes, I'm retiring. I stay with the Miami Dolphins organization, be there for them the course of the year. Maybe just not play. But I would really be like, I don't think I'm stepping on the football field ever again. That's just me. Now let's take it back to this from the Dolphins. Like I said, 4-year, $212.4 million deal. $167 million and some extra change, like $171,000, was guaranteed out of this contract. $43 million has been paid to him already. So that's what he got up front when he signed this contract. If Tua is not medically cleared going into this next season, right, he can collect the remaining $124 million out of that fully guaranteed that is, for him. If he retires, he forgoes that money. Okay, that's something to really think about here. And then it makes Mars, if he passes the physical, the Dolphins can release him, but $50 million would be due. So he's getting that no matter what, because in 2026, if you keep going, $54 million will be guaranteed, when they do the new league year in March. So to kind of put it up here, the Dolphins are going to be on a book for $50 million if they say they would cut him next year, right? So there's $50 million and a $43 million. There's $93 million for you to help your family, help your kids, help yourself. You made your mark. You know what I mean? Like, you really did what you love to do and play NFL, what very few people can do professionally. Like, you're on Miami Dolphins. Like, not many people could say they were the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, right? Dan Marino was that for almost 20 years. He took that job. So you accomplished something, right? From the Dolphins standpoint, it's like, yeah, you're going to be on the hooks, but what can you do next? This is a team that everybody wants to get into the playoffs, right? Thinks they can contend, but that's what Tua as their starting quarterback. Not Skylar Thompson, okay? So for Miami, they may have their looking free agency. They got Tim Boyle on the practice squad. Ryan Tannehill is a name that's popped up. Hey, Tom Brady is even a name that popped up because, he has his mansion out there in Miami and he's chilling. But we'll see what happens. We'll see which way the Dolphins want to go, because I think Mike White's with the Bills. I'm not real sure on that, but he was in our preseason, but he's no longer with the team. You just have Skylar Thompson and Tim Boyle on your practice squad. So that's the only options right now for Miami at quarterback, and there's not really a lot out there. Ryan Fitzpatrick, you were calling the game. You were down there with the prime side crew. Come back to Miami, maybe play quarterback a little bit if you want. I think he's rather spend time with his kids and stuff too. So we'll see what Miami will do in recent weeks, because even, let's say Tua gets cleared in a couple weeks, right? Would you really put him out on the field? That's the next question. Would you put Tua on the field, say he gets cleared again? My answer would be no. After seeing this again, especially with Mike McDaniel, I've seen this 3 times in 2 years with him as my quarterback of this player. I'm looking out for the guy. I want to tell him, hey, man, talk it over with your family. Talk it over with your wife. Come back with me with an answer. This is up to you, right? If Tua says he wants to play and he's cleared, that's another step, right? I don't know if I'm the head coach and if I'm the owner, I'm the GM, I'm everybody, I'm teammates. I'd be glad to have him back and want him to play football. But I don't know if I could allow it. I really do not know if I could allow him to set foot on the football field and play a game again. Like, this is serious. Like I said, I know a lot of some former NFL players, some guys are like, hey, man, if he cleared, he's cleared. He's good to go. This is different with him. It's just different. I mean, he's young dude, mid-20s. So if you're, do you want to see 40? And that's what the life is out of this, man. You can go retire, get $93 million, still be part of Miami, man. We're not going to fault you for taking care of yourself, and it's not even to a haters, people that never believed in them, and this is more than football, man. Like, you may have to hang it up. And if I'm the coach, I don't know if I can put him back out there again. If I'm the GM, I don't think I can put him back out there again. Because these are different, man. Like, watching these live, it's just different. Being on the field and seeing this again, it's just different, man. I don't know how to describe this feeling. Like, when you're actually at the game and this happens again, you're just like, whoa. You're looking at the Jumbotron. You're just staring at it. You're just like, this really just happened again? And to see it live, it's different than seeing it on the TV. It's like, I don't know how to describe that feeling when you see it again. Witnessed it twice now. Like, this is me. Like, I don't know how like to describe it. It's just a really like goosebumps. Gives you goosebumps. So talk about how Miami. This is his financial spot in this. What are they going to do coming forward? I mean, there's not very many options. Maybe they can make a trade for somebody's backup, but I don't think there's a whole lot out there. Unless you can snag somebody that's, not on the radar currently. As for Tua, I think it's time. Antonio Pierce, head coach of the Raiders, said I would tell him to retire. Again, some other people are saying it's time to retire. And I'm really am siding with that because I don't care about money at this point. I wouldn't care about risking my health at this point. I gotta look out for myself and my family. And it's time for him to really consider retirement. It's not a bad thing to walk away from this. Enjoy life, man. You only live once, right? So that's my take on the whole thing. And that's pretty much how I want to get everybody else's thoughts on really what Tua's, seeing that hit again and then seeing it happen again, really. Like, what do you guys think should happen? What do you think Tua should do? Do you think he's right, even if he's cleared? Do you think it's right for him to play again? Or do you think he should retire? Please let me know. I'm going to post it up. You'll be able to see the questions, especially if you go on Spotify. I post this as one of the questions. You can answer it on there. And also on the website. I'm going to get it posted on the website for you guys too. So let me know your thoughts on that. And maybe I'll put it on Instagram too as well. Whatever. All the social media outlets. Screw it, So we'll know what your thoughts on what Tua should do, what Miami Dolphins should maybe go get to be their QB, because I don't think Skylar Thompson is going to lead to the playoffs. So that's going to be the summarization of today's episode. I want to thank y'all for joining me. Remember, new episodes are aired every Tuesday and Friday. It's available on all streaming platforms, as well on the website at sportstalkfromthecrib.com. Be sure to check out our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and X. It's at Feel the Heat Entertainment, FTHE. So go give us a follow and shout out there. Thank you all for joining me. Enjoy week 2 of the NFL. Catch you all next week.